What if success isn't the reward? What if it's the trap? Because here's something nobody tells you. The moment you finally get what you wanted is the moment it becomes hardest to walk away. And the strangest part? Most people don't even realize they're already inside it. Think about it. You work for years, grinding, sacrificing, pushing through things you told yourself were temporary. Just a little longer, just one more goal, then I'll relax. You delay rest, you delay joy, you delay life. Because in your mind, it will all make sense in the end. And then one day, you make it. The job, the money, the lifestyle, the thing you used to dream about. And for a moment, it feels incredible. Like everything finally paid off, like you did it right. But then something strange happens. The feeling fades, faster than you expected. And in its place, something quieter appears. Not failure, not sadness, just pressure. And that pressure doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from everything you built. The higher you climb, the harder it becomes to step down. Because success doesn't just give you rewards, it builds a system around you. More income means more expenses. More comfort means higher standards. More status means more expectations. More visibility means more judgment. And slowly, success stops being something you enjoy and becomes something you maintain. And maintenance is different. It's not exciting. It's not motivating. It's heavy. Because maintenance means you can't just win. You have to keep winning. And this is where something shifts. At the beginning, you were chasing success. Now, success is chasing you. Deadlines, expectations, a version of yourself you feel like you have to live up to. And the fear changes. At first, you were afraid of failing. Now, you're afraid of losing everything. Not just the money, not just the status, but the identity. Because at some point, success stops being something you have and becomes who you are. You're not just someone who succeeded, you're a successful person. And once that label sticks, walking away feels different. It doesn't feel like change, it feels like loss, like stepping backwards, like becoming less. And that creates a silent rule. You can't go back. Not because it's impossible, but because it feels unacceptable to others and to yourself. And here's where the trap gets deeper. There's a concept in psychology called the hedonic treadmill. Your brain adapts to improvement, fast. The thing you once dreamed about becomes your new normal. And normal doesn't feel like success. It just feels like life. So you push forward again, not because you're inspired, but because standing still starts to feel like falling behind. And here's the hidden layer. You don't actually need more, but your life now requires it. Your lifestyle depends on it. Your environment expects it. Your identity is built on it. And slowly, you enter something like an invisible contract, a deal you never consciously signed. I will keep this going. I will not drop below this level. I will continue being this person. And the world reinforces it. People expect consistency, growth, stability. No one expects you to walk away from success, so you don't even consider it. And over time, you stop asking if this still feels right, because asking that question creates a problem, and problems require change. So instead, you stay focused, busy, moving, and movement becomes a distraction. Because as long as you're moving forward, you don't have to stop and look around. But the moment you do, something feels off. Not dramatically, not obviously, just enough to make you uncomfortable. And maybe the most unsettling part is that everything still looks right. From the outside, you're winning. But inside, you might feel like you're maintaining a life you never fully chose. And that's not loud, it's quiet. A small distance between who you are and who you're being. And the longer you ignore it, the harder it becomes to face. Because now there's more at stake, more to lose, more to explain, more to rebuild. And that's when the trap fully closes. Not when you fail, but when you succeed and realize you can't step away. Because now it's not just a path, it's a structure, a system, a version of your life that depends on you staying exactly where you are. And leaving it feels like breaking everything. So you stay, not because you want to, but because you don't know how not to. And maybe the real danger was never failure. Maybe it's building a life you're afraid to leave. Because at that point, you're not free. You're just successful. And maybe the real problem was never success itself. Maybe the trap isn't that you achieved something, but that you never really chose what you were achieving. Because if success can trap you, then there's something even more uncomfortable to consider. What if you didn't end up in the wrong place, but you started in the wrong direction? And if that's true, then the question isn't just, how do I get out? It becomes something deeper. Why did I go there in the first place? And what if the life you're trying so hard to maintain was never really yours?